The companions had even asked the Prophet ﷺ about it. And they said, do we get reward for serving animals? He replied, in the service of every living being, there is a reward. On the other side, the Prophet ﷺ said, a woman was punished and placed in hell because of a cat, which she imprisoned until it died. She neither gave it food nor water, nor did she set it free to eat from the rodents of the earth. Now this maltreatment of animals can even lead to hell because of it. So Islam has stressed the importance of looking after the animal kingdom. It's even stressed the importance of the vegetable kingdom. Prophet ﷺ said, any Muslim who plants a tree gains the reward of giving in charity. What is eaten from it is charity. What is stolen from it, what the animals eat, and what the birds eat, all are charity. Anyone or anything that takes from it earns for the planter the reward of giving in charity. This is Islam. Islam calls to responsibility. Responsibility to the world in which we live, that we protect this environment, we do not destroy it. We look after the animals that have been put under our care. We use them for our benefit. We don't abuse them. And we realize that the world in which we live is a world of testing, in which everything that we receive is a test from God. How we use it will determine whether it's a benefit to us or whether it's a curse on us. And worship is our primary purpose here. We need to turn every act that we do into worship. And this is what Islam calls to. Where even going to the bathroom becomes an act of worship. Eating food is an act of worship. Doing our jobs are acts of worship if we do it remembering God and do it according to the teachings of the messenger of God. This is the requirement. That whatever we do it according to how Prophet Muhammad ﷺ has told us to do it. And we should have sincerity in doing it. Remembering God. We're doing it ultimately for the pleasure of God. When we do that, when we do things in that way, then everything we do becomes transformed into worship. As Allah said, قُلْ إِنَّ صَلَاتِي وَنُسُكِي وَمَحْيَايَ وَمَمَاتِي لِلَّهِ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. Say, indeed my prayers, my sacrifices, my living and my dying are for Allah, the Lord of all the worlds. May Allah give us the blessing of realizing our purpose here and of manifesting that realization in the lives that we live. That we live lives which are pleasing to Allah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alhamdulillah. I'd like to thank the guest speaker, Dr. Bilal Philips, for his willingness to share his knowledge with us. Dear brothers and sisters, we have been given a questionnaire for you to fill up, and on that questionnaire you can write your email addresses so that if we happen to have some beneficial information, we will circulate it into your email addresses. Islamic Prophecy Center International Masjid Berkan Plain, Penang, Malaysia is a non-government, non-political organization, IPTI Malaysia, and is being inspired by the work of a well-known Islamic scholar, a Muslim scholar of comparative religion, Sheikh Ahmad Didat from Durban, South Africa. May Allah bless him, inshallah. Among others, our work at IPCI Malaysia in collaboration with Crescent Light Media includes, we give out and sell translation of the Arabic Quran in Bahasa Malaysia, English, Tamil, Mandarin, Latin, and French, and do purchase these translations and give it to your Muslim as well as non-Muslim friends, neighbors, employees, employers, yesterday I had spoken to Dr. Bilal Philips, and he advised that it is permissible for us to give translation of the Arabic Quran to our non-Muslim brothers and sisters. It is recommended. In fact, our Prophet Rasulullah ﷺ, he wrote letters with Quranic verses on their letters to leaders of the world. The English translation currently available are by Maulana Abdul Sabani, Muhammad Asad, and Dr. Muhsin Khan. We sell Islamic books, booklets, pamphlets, posters, videos, cassettes, VCDs by various authors, publishers, and producers for Muslim as well as non-Muslim. IPCI and Crescent Media have made all of this available for all our dear brothers and sisters in our sales booths outside. Dr. Bilal Philips
Provided some people with means and has not provided other people with means. We say that those who have greater responsibility. Those who don't are freed of that responsibility. Those who have and see those who don't are tested. Will they help those who are in need, or will they not? Then those who don't have are also tested. Will they, in their envy of those who have, become evil or do evil as a result of it? Or will they be patient with it and God will give them a way at some point in time? So it's all a part, of the test. Of course, for that small child, it really goes back to the family as opposed to the child as the individual, right? Because we should understand that for our children, we don't believe as Muslims that either children of Muslims or children of non-Muslims will go to hell or to paradise simply because they were children of one group or another. Right? There's a mistaken idea. Some people are under the impression that if you're a Muslim and you have a child and that child dies, Muslim children go to paradise and non-Muslim children go to hell. But this is mistaken. This is wrong. Right? What happens is that, as the Prophet Muhammad explains, that before the final judgment, all those who died in childhood, those who are retarded, those whom the message didn't reach, these will be brought back in a mature age, and a messenger will be sent to them, calling them to obey God and giving them a choice between following God's instruction and entering what appears to them to be a fire, or rejecting. And those who obey and enter, those are those who would have lived good lives for going to paradise. They will achieve paradise, and those who refuse, those are the ones who will go to hell. So they will have like a mini test of life at that point, because Allah said in Surah Isra, وَمَا كُنَّا مُعَذِّبِينَ حَتَّى نَبْعَثَ رَسُولًا, that I will not punish anyone until a messenger has come to them. Further question? As he's making his way there, I'll just answer, come for it. Patients on life support systems, in an Islamic perspective, how should the family members react? Well, if that life support system keeps them in what we would call viable life, they're really living, they're conscious, etc., then we utilize the system as much as we can. If they're in a vegetable state where the doctors are saying, in fact, they're just brain dead, and the life support system is just keeping the physical body going, then they should be allowed to die naturally. The system should be removed.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam.
So my question related to today's